This photograph was taken about 8 months ago.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 true crime documentaries to watch in 2021.
I'm Hernandez from Bristol, Connecticut. I play at Bristol Central High School.
I hope that, if you did have something to do with their disappearance, it would be really stupid for you to come in and take a polygraph today.
For this list, we're looking at documentaries that have been or are yet to be released in 2021. We will also be including a few 2020 documentaries you may have missed. What's your favorite true crime documentary? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Crime Scene: The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. The death of Elisa Lam is one of the most puzzling stories of the 2010s. Back in February of 2013, Lam was found dead in the water tank of Los Angeles' infamous Cecil Hotel.
A hotel with a notorious past is the site of another bizarre case.
The body was found after guests made horrifying complaints of tainted water. Prior to her death, Lam, who suffered from bipolar disorder, was seen acting in a bizarre manner on the hotel's elevator security footage.
Her hand movements are very strange and erratic.
Like she's conjuring a spirit.
Crime Scene: The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel concerns Lam's tragic death, and it contains interviews with LAPD detectives, authors, and neuropsychologists, all of whom provide their opinions on Lam, her behavior, and the events that eventually led to her death.
At one point, I think I just asked him, is there a room here that maybe somebody hasn't died in?
Number 9. World's Most Wanted. This Netflix documentary covers the absolute worst that humanity has to offer. As the title suggests, it tells the stories of the world's most wanted criminals. These include the leader of the Sinaloa cartel, El Mayo, a financier of the Rwandan massacre, Felicien Kabuga, a suspected member of the Al-Shabaab militant group known as the White Widow.
She understood the nuances of avoiding observation and surveillance. I think she got a kick out of it.
The so-called most dangerous mobster in the world, Semyon Moglievich.
Že prostě ta akce byla vyzrazená na tom a policii, takže ten Moglievich nám ujel o 10 minut.
And finally, a Sicilian mafia boss named Matteo Messina Denaro. The stories are both incredibly interesting and terrifying, and the documentary is well made.
We brought every agency in, the police, FBI, DEA, ATF, Secret Service.
It is essential viewing for those who wish to study and witness the worst in humanity. Number 8. Love Fraud. Netflix is absolutely knocking it out of the park in the documentary game, but they're not the only ones producing great content. Throughout August and September of 2020, Showtime aired Love Fraud, a fascinating and unique documentary about the perils and unknowns of online dating.
He stole her 401k.
$700,000.
The documentary has some originality appeal, as it's told in real time and comes equipped with cartoon animations. It concerns a man named Richard Scott Smith who seduced women over the internet before marrying them and conning them out of their money.
He has a whole list of different aliases, social security numbers. He's good at what he does.
Some of his victims banded together over the internet and hired a bounty hunter to track Smith down.
I was certainly upset about what he was being accused of doing because I thought, this cannot be the person I know.
The adventure and the results make for thrilling television. Number 7. American Murder: The Family Next Door.
Shannon, are you home?
This is another unique true crime documentary, as it lacks traditional interviews and analysis.
Bella's just now getting old enough to know what she's wanting in life. She wants to be Elsa when she grows up.
Rather, it tells its brutally tragic story through first-hand accounts and archival footage, including police body cam footage, social media posts, and home video.
If someone took her, it would have to have been someone she knew.
The intimate point of view makes the documentary all the more tragic, hard to watch, and ultimately captivating.
I hope that, if you did have something to do with their disappearance, it would be really stupid for you to come in and take a polygraph today.
The story concerns the Watts family, specifically Christopher Lee Watts, who searches for his missing wife and daughters.
This is absolutely the worst possible outcome that any of us could imagine.
The heartbreaking story is much deeper than it initially appears, and watching it unfold made for some of the most enthralling and upsetting TV of 2020. Number 6. Onision: In Real Life. Discovery Plus is attempting to get in on the documentary game and released Onision: In Real Life in January of 2021.
Onision first made a video that was kind of like in support of me.
The documentary follows controversial YouTuber Onision, Real name, James Jackson. Onision has long been the subject of online controversy, owing to a multitude of problems.
I know what you're thinking. I should go to hell for making that video about Eugenia. But I'm not worried about that because I'm Satan.
He's been the subject of numerous awful allegations, including harassment, the release of personal information of other YouTubers to the public, and he's been banned from VidCon for making horribly insensitive comments.
He would encourage his audience to go harass anyone, really. Anyone he really wanted to.
He's even faced allegations of grooming. The documentary is produced by Chris Hansen, the former presenter of Dateline NBC's To Catch a Predator.
I think there's a day of reckoning coming for YouTube and other social media platforms, and you'll see why.
Number 5, The Vow. HBO has long been one of the leaders in television production, and that continued in 2020 with The Vow. This documentary tells the story of a cult called NXIVM.
Executive Success Program's ESP NXIVM is a methodology for optimizing or enhancing human experience and behavior.
While posing as a New York-based marketing company, NXIVM would offer so-called ESP courses for nearly $3,000.
Now, the average person has probably between 200 and 300 of these limiting beliefs.
These courses were really just a form of mind control and often left its victims dealing with psychotic episodes and hallucinations.
So you're doing a whole bunch of things and pretending you have no choice. You're emotionally dishonest.
There was also a secret society within the cult known as Dominus Obsequious Sororium, in which women, or obedient female companions, were physically branded and forced to have physical relations with the cult's founder, Keith Raniere.
You will be as ethical as possible. You will be that which you want to see in the world.
Yes, it's something like The Handmaid's Tale come to life, but worse. Number 4, Murder to Mercy, the Cyntoia Brown story. Released on Netflix in April 2020, this documentary covers the story of convicted murderer Cyntoia Brown.
I shot him because I thought he was going to shoot me.
Brown became a victim of trafficking at a young age, during which time she met a 43-year-old real estate agent named Johnny Allen, who offered her $150.
Who made the suggestion of going to his house?
He did. I had actually suggested the hotel we was right there at.
Brown killed Allen during the encounter and stole $172 from his wallet.
Your testimony today is that you felt he would harm you if you tried to leave, but you felt comfortable not only getting in the car and going home with him.
She was subsequently convicted and sentenced to life in prison. Brown states that she felt unsafe with Allen and killed him in self-defense.
My 22nd birthday was kind of hard because I looked at it like I was supposed to be graduating college, but I'm in here.
After serving over 10 years in prison, Brown's sentence was commuted, and she was released in August of 2019. It's a twisted, sad, and tragic story.
Johnny's life mattered. Johnny was loved, and he is missed dearly.
Number 3, Killer Inside, The Mind of Aaron Hernandez. This documentary is cleverly titled, as it literally delves into the mind of Aaron Hernandez and explores a topic that transcends the true crime genre.
I'm Aaron Hernandez from Bristol, Connecticut, and I play at Bristol Central High School.
Hernandez was a professional football player who played with the New England Patriots. In June of 2013, Hernandez was suspected of murdering a man named Odin Lloyd.
Family members say Lloyd played some semi-professional football. They say he was an honest, hard-working young man.
He was eventually found guilty and sentenced to life. Following the taking of his own life in prison, Hernandez's brain was studied by Boston University, and he was found to have advanced CTE, a neurodegenerative disease associated with football and repeated head injuries.
We love you!
How do you love a murderer?
Numerous experts believe that Hernandez's advanced CTE might have contributed to the murder, as it's associated with aggression, paranoia, and a lack of impulse control. It is a fascinating topic that deserves more exploration.
We pay tribute to a fallen teammate, brother, and friend, number 53, Odin Lloyd.
Number 2, The Ripper.
That mum had been taken to heaven, and we weren't going to see her again.
Released just in time for Christmas and containing absolutely no holiday cheer, Netflix's The Ripper covers the murderous spree of Peter Sutcliffe.
Today, the number of policemen hunting the killer of Patricia Atkinson, last seen alive leaving the Carlisle Hotel shortly before closing time on Saturday night, was doubled to 100.
Dubbed the Yorkshire Ripper, Sutcliffe stalked the county of West Yorkshire throughout the late 70s, killing 13 women and injuring another 7 to 9.
Wilma McCann was a girl who liked the nightlife. She associated with people, nightclubs, and she was somewhat of a prostitute.
The killings generated national attention, and many people noted similarities with the infamous Jack the Ripper case, leading to Sutcliffe's moniker. Like Jack, Sutcliffe targeted sex workers.
Police had made a distinction between her killing and the killing of the other women. They described her as the first innocent.
This doc is well produced, tells a gripping, tragic story, and contains interviews with many notable figures, including investigators and the survivors of the Ripper. Sutcliffe died in custody prior to its release.
My fear every Sunday morning when the telephone rings is, are we in business again?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Night Stalker: The Hunt for a Serial Killer. Richard Ramirez is one of the most notorious serial killers in American history.
They've got a young Asian girl that is driving down the street, and all of a sudden, she is stopped.
Plaguing Los Angeles and San Francisco between 1984 and 1985, Ramirez would break into homes, kill the occupants, and leave behind erstwhile satanic symbols.
Why wasn't she killed right there in the car? Whoever the suspect was wanted a confrontation, wanted to see that fear.
Dubbed the Night Stalker by the media, Ramirez was eventually convicted on 13 counts of murder and was serving 19 death sentences at San Quentin when he died of cancer in 2013.
Hail Satan.
This Netflix documentary is highly engaging, using dramatic reenactments, interviews, and archival footage to tell the story of Ramirez and the detectives that successfully hunted him down.
All the neighbors just hung together and got him.
There's one guy holding him at bay with this metal bar. I could tell that he had been hit.
It's both a horrifying true crime documentary and a riveting detective tale.
Horrible things were done to me as a 6-year-old when I'm most impressionable, and I'm okay.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.